From New York City, the city that never sleeps. No, really, I haven't slept in a week. It's on air at NBC Studios with your host and tonight's guest, Becky Scott, featuring the 30 Rock and Roll Band. I'm John Lewis, and here's your host, Shekhar Vijayan.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me on my first night as host on air at NBC Studios. And now as we talk, I'll go right.
I'm still talking.
All right. We're coming to you live from 30 Rockefeller Plaza, where some of my late night idols got their staff. All right. I'm sorry. Should I start again? All right. We've got a terrific show for you tonight, but first, let's say hello to the 30 Rock and Roll Band.
Maybe I should make a run for president.
I'd probably settle for a reality show if I were you. On Air has so much talent behind the scenes. Let's give it up for the crew. Can you all clap for the crew, everybody? I am so excited to bring out our first guest. They're starring in a new blockbuster action film being shot right here in New York. One of the best in the business, please welcome Becky Scott.
Yeah.
Becky, how are you? Great to have you here.
Thank
How's
you.
New York treating you?
Really, really great. We actually lost a cell phone in a cab. But we're getting along.
All right. I think the cell phone and the film sounds incredible. It has a huge budget and is filled with A-listers. How did you land this role?
Well, I went and was just in a cafe, and somebody discovered me.
I think the laugh track's taking over.
Yeah.
It sounds like everything is working out just fine for you.
Yes, everything's great.
So I heard when you did your own stunts. What's the craziest stunt you've done so far?
The craziest one was having to jump out of the airplane without a parachute and land on my feet.
Last time I did that, I woke up in New Orleans. I also heard you've been filming some really noisy action scenes late at night at the Lower East Side. What's the worst complaint you've got?
Just the noise complaints. And the fires.
And the fire. Sounds like a typical morning at my house. Your co-star has been in the news a lot lately. How's it been working with them?
It's been great. It's great to see another side of someone who is not the side that people see in the news.
Well, let them know I send my best. Wouldn't want to get onto the bad side.
That's true.
Becky, we are so lucky to have you here today. What has been your favorite part of the tour other than the laugh track?
Probably the Saturday Night Live tour, Studios tour.
My favorite part is
You have to ask.
Saturday Night Live.
But did you make it to the prop room? I snuck in and grabbed this.
You know what? I heard you got sticky fingers. Well, I'm glad you love this tour. There's so much of talent and history in this building. In fact, I also realized I'm sitting as Jimmy's old desk. Can I take this thing and move out? Can you believe we are out of time, but you have to come back and visit again? Will you do that?
Of course.
So good to have you here, Becky. Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime for you. But next time, I'd like to be on the Tonight Show.
I would also love to be. I guessed. I think it's going to end in a fight. I'd like to thank everybody who made it on air at the show at NBC Studios possible today. Let's hear it for John Lewis, the 30 Rock and Roll Band, and the talented, the lady in red, Becky Scott, the wonderful camera operators, and of course, our crew in the control room, everywhere around us. Thank you for visiting. We hope you enjoy the rest of the tour at NBC Studios. I'm Shekhar Vijayan. Good night. Thank you.